Hey, everybody, welcome back. Ravenflower, doing the stuff. Today is day 23. We have done 23 days of consecutive ghost stories just for you. You know why? Because you're special and you deserve spookiness in the holiday season. That's what you get. Today, I have my good friend Tara. She is here to talk about a ghost story. What you got for me?
Okay, so I have a lot, like I said before, but I think I'm gonna tell just the Kells story from
Okay,
Kells in Seattle. So I think it was like 2016-ish, somewhere around there.
was a good
Me,
year. A good year.
yeah, me, my husband, my sister-in-law, and her husband, we decided to go to the Five Finger Death Punch show at the Paramount in Seattle.
Nice.
And uh, after we were like, okay, let's go get drinks. We've never been to Kells. You got to try it, is what they told us. And so we're like,
Gotta go
okay, let's
tell.
go. Yeah. So they're like, it has a thing. And they didn't really tell us because I had never heard about it before. So they were like, it kind of has a thing. So just, ignore it.
Mhm.
And then, so we were sitting there drinking, having a good time. And we snapped a picture of me and my husband.
Mhm.
The background is completely black. Like you can if you look closely, you can see like the shapes of like the chairs behind us and then
Yeah.
the other people. So when we first took the photo, there's like this white smoke kind of like in between our heads. And so we thought, okay, this is just the candle that's behind us.
Right.
And when I looked, that candle wasn't blown out. It wasn't on. There was nothing. There was nothing. So it's like there's no real shape
No.
to the.
Uh-oh, we paused a little bit. She'll come back. Tara, Tara. There she is.
Okay.
You
So
left off at there was no shape.
there's no shape. It just kind of has this like this to it,
Hmm.
and it just kind of looks like it wanted to be in the photo. Like it was just right there, just kind of like, hey, how's it going? I'm here.
I love it. Oh.
And then during the night, it was just kind of like you would just notice things moving, but not actual actual people.
Yeah. I haven't been there yet, but it's someplace you know what? That's not true. I've been outside it in the like alley area
Mm-hmm.
because it's kind of like on a hill over, right? It's over like
Yeah,
marketplace area, right? It's
yeah,
part of
yeah,
that section. And I think that there was like this little hill and then there's like a back alley and then there's the
yeah.
front part of the street. So I've been in the
Mm-hmm.
back alley and I was talking to somebody and I was like, my fat ass just got up this hill. Hold on, give me a break. I'm like bracing
Mm-hmm.
myself. I'm pitiful. I was pitiful. I was not in shape at that time. And that was a pretty damn steep hill over there.
Yeah.
And I am just like, all of a sudden, I'm like, and we're talking about where we're going to go next. And all of a sudden, I go, haunted establishment.
Yeah,
Like, guys, I'm like, oh, move
yeah,
along, Raven. But I want to go in there.
yeah. So we have not been back, but I've wanted to go back. I've wanted to go back. Do you want me to tell another one since that one's kind of a little
No, I
quick
think that
one?
we need to make plans, and I think that you and I need to go back because I've already said we need to go have, a beverage. So let's go
Yeah.
have a beverage at Marketplace and go around to all of the little witchy spots, and
I
we
wanna
should
I wanna
like,
do the haunted tour like underneath.
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, I'm a little scared, but okay, I'll do it. I'm gonna be like, okay, you're gonna be Blue Knight, and I'm gonna like attach to you. Like,
As much as I love like Halloween and spooky, I hate haunted houses, you know? So like every time we go through one, I'm just like, don't touch me, please don't touch me, please don't touch me.
I've been banned
Mhm.
because I have a fight response,
Yeah.
and I went gangster ghetto on Jason, this poor kid. I somehow in like on lightning speed, you know how they come up behind you and like put their hand and you're thinking that you're with somebody that you came in with, and so
Mhm.
I turn around and it's Jason. Somehow I had like got turned him around, put him on the ground. I had my knees on his um shoulders, like
Mhm.
full on like pinned him, and I am just wailing.
Oh.
I'm like, don't scare me. You don't want to scare me. I
Mhm.
I came from the hood. You don't
Yeah.
want to do it. I'm not the one. I just had
Yeah.
to tell that to Ridley's boyfriend. I'm like, just so you know,
Yeah.
don't scare me. No, we need to go. We need to go,
Yeah.
and we should do a little live like video and see if anything we can be like paranormal drunken investigators.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm up for it. I'll do it.
Awesome. Awesome. We should do it. That would be a thing. Kells was one of the last stops of the previous witchy meet and greet that we were going to do in Seattle. So, and when this COVID stuff settles down a bit, we should have our own fun, and then we should take the others
Yeah.
and have fun.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I'll try not to do it in a corset and a hoop skirt. I'll just be comfortable this time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I was looking at you at meet and greet, and I'm like, she looks so comfortable.
Oh yeah, I was like, okay, how can I do like a witch without, you know, going full witch? And I was like, I'm gonna do a 90s witch
I guess
vibe.
yeah, for
Hmm.
sure. It was great. It was good.
Oh,
It was
thanks.
very good. All right. Give me another one if you want.
Okay, so I'll give the story about why my family thinks the reason I'm a witch now. So when we were younger, we lived in a haunted house, and like my
I'm
mom would,
giggling because this seems to be a theme with all the
yeah,
witches. They're like, so I grew up in a haunted house. I'm like, you too? Like,
yeah. So my mom would have these parties, her and this boyfriend, and he had a young son, and then there was me and my sister. It was before my brother was
okay.
born, and they would have parties, and my grandma would try to call and couldn't get through ever. Our phone was working, there was music going, so she would drive by, and there would be like a shadow in the window, kind of like looking out every time that she would try to call.
Uh,
And it was kind of like messing with, it would mess with the radio, it would mess with a lot of other things. But when we were young, I, my room had this like really long closet. And for some reason that night, my mom's boyfriend's son decided to magically go into my closet and pull back the carpet. There was a witch's grimoire shoved under the floor, and he was reading it. And while he was reading it, my bed was going like this. I was sound asleep, didn't move, nothing. And
what the hell?
and
How
then
exciting.
my mom, oh, my
Oh, I
mom's
get
like,
that.
yeah, she was like, no, no, like praying over me. And I'm sitting there like, I wake up, I'm like, what? Like, what's happening? And then we move out of the house.
Mhm.
And that's when I felt like after that, a lot of the stuff that I would see, I would tell my mom, and I'd be like, hey, grandpa's over there or whatever. And she'd be like, no, no, he's not. Do not talk to me about that. And she would tell me, eventually she'd be like, this is of the devil. You cannot speak to these things. You cannot do this. You cannot do that. And so I got scared because I was little,
Yeah. Yeah.
and um, I've always wondered, like, maybe it did. Maybe it had an effect on me somehow. Like, it
Hmm.
was my room. Why would he go into my room?
Hmm.
you know? But then my grandma's like, oh, that evil spirit told him to go into your room and read that. And I'm like,
Oh.
maybe,
Oh.
you know,
Okay.
maybe, who knows? I never had a weird feeling in that house.
But wouldn't you want to see what's in that grimoire now as a
Oh
witch?
yeah,
You'd be
I
like,
would like, please, like
I
what,
would
I want to know what happened. They never told me. Did they put it back? Did they get rid of it? Like now knowing
well,
what I know, I would have just put it back and just kind of,
exactly. Put it back and, I don't know. Um, I'm a
I
nosy
would have,
witch.
I
I
would
would
have
want to
looked
see.
at it.
I would want to see in there. I would want to, but you got to get permission for that kind of stuff
Hmm.
because, supposed to be just for that,
Yeah,
I don't
yes.
know.
I know.
It's not the book from Hocus Pocus. I don't
I told my older kiddo, I was like, if when I go, you get my grimoire, so don't.
Mhm. Yep.
Hmm.
Yep. I've had
My
that same conversation with my kiddos too. And I'm like, there's 3 people that can see this. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. Yep.
I told my husband, I was like, no one else gets this but the older kiddo because I know that they
Mhm.
will take good care of it.
Yep. Yep.
My
Yep.
son is like, nope, I don't want it.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you. Thank you for
You're
that.
welcome.
Now tell them where they can find you because you have a pretty little channel and then you also are on Instagram a lot. I see you very
I am.
busy. You're always in my feed. I'm like. You're always in my feed one way or another.
You can just find me at Miss Lucy Morningstar. I changed my name after me and my mom got into that big fight. I haven't spoke to my mom in over a year.
But Miss
And
Lucy Morningstar, you were of the devil.
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
So to be spiteful, my mom called me the devil multiple times in our fight. So I was like, well, if you wanted me to be the devil, here I am. So
Was
yeah,
the angel of light, so
I recently did a read for myself. And I don't know if you saw it, but I posted it on Instagram stories and it went on to Facebook stories. But it was basically like I pulled a rune and it was the protection rune, like the owl. I can't ever say that word rune. And then I pulled the oracle, Halloween oracle, midnight, which like signifies like it's okay to accept the darkness and stuff. And I was like, can you please clarify for me?
like
So I pulled another card and it was like your intuition knows. And I was like, okay, can you please clarify one more time? So I pulled another card and I was like, it says, I am relaxed. I pulled from 4 different things. And I was like, okay, so whatever this darkness is, I'm embracing it and I am protected and I can accept it. So
nice. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of stigma in regards to good witch, bad witch, white magic, dark magic, or black magic, or whatever. I really do subscribe to the belief system that it just is. It just is. I mean, just like our personalities. I mean, I don't know if you saw the one with Michelle that had come in and they referred to me at work and they're like, that's a different Raven. I'm a totally different, not fun person. I'm like, I can be, but people test me so much that I'm just like in defense mode most of the day. And all I want to do is get back home. That's not who I am. But that's a side of me, mother side of me, protector side of me, lover side of me, all these things. Why can't, it be the same way? And as in nature, like, let's go back to the 90s craft. It just is. There is no good, bad, or whatever. It just
that's
is.
how I feel.
What's our circumstance at that time? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that you should be doing things responsibly, but only you can answer that question. And it's only your business. Ain't nobody else's.
I know when I first started working with Hecate, I was kind of scared at first because she's, considered the dark goddess. But I've grown to like love her. And then I also work with Medusa. So
yeah. I didn't know this when I first started working with Sekhmet, but Sekhmet is rumored, or in my studies found a parallel between her and Hecate, where it's very similar energies, and they might actually be the same, but one pantheon versus the other pantheon. It's the same sort of vibe, same sort of energy. And it's very interesting because I have a lot of friends that work with Hecate as well. And I wonder if we all sort of found each other, but it's all connected. We're all connected.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's a cool thing. So yeah, I know. I really like working with this goddess. I
Oh,
really
yeah, me
love
too.
working with Bassett and Bridget too, but it's totally different.
Yeah.
And it just feels more primal and
Mhm.
it feels more mama. Like
Yeah.
like they're in charge. This is it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're the queen. That's bow. Like that's
Yep.
it. Yeah, that's it. Yep. Sure, for sure. All right. Well,
That's it.
thank you so much. I will make sure to go and get a link from your YouTube channel and your Instagram and stick it in the description box once this thing uploads again. And then they will be able to find you. And thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And now we got to start planning our trip to Kills.
Yeah.
As I giggle. I'm so excited. Maybe in like November when it's not, people will relax with the Halloween stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
a thing. Well, have a good day.
Thank you.
I'll see you soon.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. I've been telling you guys about stuff. So maybe I should do that in a separate video all on its own because I do have some things that have come in and I think I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to end this video. Thank you so much for Miss Tara who came on. I've got people tomorrow, but I can't even tell you because I don't have the schedule with me. But we're going to keep this ball rolling and we got stuff. We got lots of ghost stories all the way up to 31 days. So super excited about this. I wish you many blessings. You're going to see a lot of me today on social media. And I'll be right back. Bye.